Behind every great man
is a great, confident, exceptional woman.
Hi, and welcome to Behind Every Great Man. I'm your host, Jessica, and today's episode is When His Mind Doesn't Leave the Office. When work follows him home, her presence brings him back. Behind every great man is a great woman who remembers her presence is powerful. Have you ever sat across from your husband at dinner and realized he's not really there? His body is home, but his mind is still at the office. Maybe he's still replaying the meeting, still answering the emails in his head, still carrying the weight of the day. Not sure where he is, but he's definitely not sitting here with me right now. And here we are, wanting to connect, wanting to talk, wanting to share about our day, and he's not even really home yet. Today, we're diving into something so many women quietly live with, but rarely talk about. What it feels like when your husband's mind doesn't leave the office. The emotional disconnection it can create, and more importantly, how to gently call him back home. Not through nagging, not through resentment, but through our presence, our compassion, and remembering the power we carry in our marriage. I always know the moment my husband gets home from work. I can see our gate slowly open through the window in the kitchen, the sound of his car settling into the driveway. I honestly get excited to see him. I feel like a golden retriever waiting at the door, ready to hang out, ready to play. But when the door finally opens and I see his face, sometimes it's not just my husband who walks in. It's the CEO version of him still carrying the weight of the world. I see it instantly. His eyes give it away every time. That glaze of exhaustion, the blank stare of a man who's been making decisions, executing, solving problems all day long. And then there's me looking forward to chatting. I've been holding pieces of the day, wanting to share with him about our son, what he did in school, stuff with the house, with life. Sometimes it's nothing major. I just want to connect. I read the room and realize this is going to have to wait. And I used to take that so personally. I would think, is it me? Is something wrong? I'll replay the morning in my head. Did something happen? Did I say something? Let's talk. I have so much I want to say and ask. Work is done. Now it's our time together. But over time, I've learned this. Emotional exhaustion is not rejection. It's not about me. It actually has nothing to do with me. It's depletion. It's the weight he carries, and sometimes he doesn't even realize he hasn't really come home yet. This isn't just our marriage. This is everywhere. We live in a culture that praises hustle, productivity, being always on. Working men and women, especially successful and driven men and women, often struggle to shut it off. Here's a powerful truth. According to the American Institute of Stress, 65% of employees say work stress affects their personal relationships. We don't think about it, but it happens so naturally. Stress is an everyday thing, and biologically, the stress hormone cortisol can stay elevated for up to 3 hours after leaving work. That's a good chunk of the day you spend together. Okay, so let's think about that. If he's working 10, 12-hour days, he may leave the office at 6 o'clock, but his body and mind are still in the boardroom until 9 o'clock. I talked with my husband about this. What does this feel like for him when he's still in it when he comes home? You know, when you go to a concert and it's super loud, the music is blaring, and your ears are ringing after you leave? I hate that, by the way. He said that's what it's like. He needs time for the ringing to subside. The noise of the day is still very much present with him, and he needs time for it to go away. He wants to connect, but he, in a sense, can't hear me. Once it subsides, then he can be present and engage. That analogy was so helpful to me. So when my husband walks through the door and he seems distant, I remind myself, okay, his ears are still ringing. He needs some time. It isn't a lack of care. It's exhaustion. It's biology at play here. It's the pressure of decisions still lingering in his body. His cortisol is still high. Understanding this has allowed me to meet him where he's at and has given me so much peace. So what do we do with this? How do we as wives, as women, create connection when their minds haven't left the office? Here's what I've learned in my own marriage. I don't push. If Keith wants to share about his day, he will. If he doesn't, he won't. I don't force it. I don't press. I let him know I'm interested, but I keep it open-ended. And if he says his day was good, I'll say good with a slight smile and just leave it at that. And in that moment, we have a choice. We can either let annoyance, frustration, resentment creep in, or we can lean into compassion. Because maybe today he had to let go of employees. Maybe he lost important accounts. We lean into understanding. So sometime through the evening, he may open up, or he may stay quiet. Either way, it's all good. I meet him where he's at. So if I see he's been through it, and a lot of times I've been through it too, I just come in for a hug. I wrap my arms around my man and I let him fall into me. And we'll just stay there for a couple minutes. No words. It's unspoken, but what we're saying to each other, today was a lot. This was a lot. And I just need to feel your presence. And on a deeper level, that you're in this with me. Because that's what he needs most when he comes home, a place to finally exhale. All day long he's on, creating, deciding, leading, being the visionary. By the time he walks in the door, the last thing he needs is more questions, more pressure, more decisions to make. What he needs is a landing strip, a safe runway. And we get to be that. But, and this is important, what if you really need to talk? What if your heart is full or you're carrying something heavy too? A lot of times you are. Then it's okay to say that. It's okay to let him know, hey, I know you're tired, but I need you tonight. I need your attention for a few minutes, or I want to feel close to you tonight. These both can exist. Know that. His need for space, your need for connection, it doesn't have to be one or the other. It just has to be honest and respected by both sides. Let's take a moment for our weekly pause together. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just take a moment for you. Close your eyes if you can. Take a deep breath in. And let it out. Another deep, soothing breath in. And let it out. One more deep breath in. And let it out slowly. When you feel that familiar frustration rise up in you, when you can feel your husband is still somewhere else, pause. Instead of letting resentment creep in, pause and bring it back to your breath. Place your hand gently on your chest. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. Breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it at the top just for a moment. Exhale fully through your mouth for a count of 6. Do this again. Inhale for 4. Hold at the top. Exhale for 6. And as you breathe, repeat these words quietly inside. His exhaustion is not my rejection. His ears are still ringing from the day. It's not about me. Both of our needs matter. Both belong here. I am his safe space. I am his home. Whenever you notice yourself getting tense because he's not present, come back to your breath. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Repeat this 3 times. Let this reset you before you react, before you speak, before you let irritation or anything spill out. Then ask yourself, does he need space right now? Do I need to voice something right now? Or can this wait until the ringing fades? Remind yourself, we can meet in the middle. We can meet with love. Breathe that in one last time together. Let it go and open your eyes. Sister, I want you to hold on to this truth. You are not competing with his work. You are his home. You are the soft place he longs to land, even if he forgets how sometimes. When his mind doesn't leave the office, it's not your rejection. It's exhaustion. It's adrenaline still pumping through his body. And in those moments, your compassion, your calm, your hug, your presence can be the very thing that calls him home. Because behind every great man is a great woman who remembers that her presence is powerful. Thanks for taking the time to join me and listening to this podcast episode. You can find more episodes of Behind Every Great Man on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if this spoke to you, please subscribe, and why not share it with your girlfriends? Thanks again, and please join me on the next episode.